Hey everybody, Lipstick Mom here. So I wanted to do an attack strategy video on Laloon. So I had some frustrations with Laloon as I became a Town Hall 9 my Ash account. And I really wanted to change that when I brought my secondary account to a Town Hall 9 because I felt like I had this huge Achilles heel that I wasn't happy with in the game. Obviously, with every single different base that there is, um, you can't use the same attack strategy for all of them. There are some that are, anti-witch and anti-velk and anti-laloon. And so I felt like without knowing one solid air attack, that I was really at a disadvantage. So anyways, a friend had came into the clan and was able to teach me how to do the Laloon and how to scout for the Laloon. So I thought I would do a video to maybe help some people out there with the same troubles that I'm having. So I wanted to show a couple of different replays and kind of just explain what I'm looking for when I'm scouting on multiplayer, and then I can show an attack in war too and explain what I do when I'm scouting. So the first thing that I look for is the position of the air defenses. So as you can see, there's outer air defenses here. And the second thing I look for is these little fellas, the air blowers. And then in order to determine which side I'm going to attack from first, I check for CC, and then I also check for AQ. So those are the things that I look for when I'm determining how to attack a base. Now, the first thing that you need to make sure is that you pull the CC. Make sure that there is a pull on the CC. So essentially, I would send 3 balloons I would send actually 3 balloons here. Maybe a haste. I really don't need one, being that there's not a reason for it, but that would pull the CC. And of course, I could go ahead and kill the CC over here with my AQ. So that's the first thing that I would look for. But being that there was already like these little tombstones, I knew that it had already been hit, so I was just going to take the chance and not pull the CC. Sometimes not a very smart move, because sometimes the tombstones are an indication that the CC did its job on the attack before, but whatever. So now I'm going to determine how I'm going to attack the base now by where the AQ is positioned. Essentially, what I like to do is pinch the AQ. Now, what I mean by pinching is I mean literally pinching the AQ between 2 defenses and have the balloons take her out. Now, how this would work is if, for example, let's see, this is not a real good base to show it, but essentially to have let's pretend this is a defense of some sort. Have the AQ come in between here, and then I would send surgically balloons and balloons. And what would happen is the balloons would come and they would knock out these defenses, but you would rage them. And as soon as you rage the balloons, the amount of damage is so incredible, and they have splash damage. So as the AQ is sitting here trying to shoot off all the balloons, the pup is going to explode. That's going to begin attacking her. And then also the balloons are going to be landing on her, and the AQ will die. But what I like to do is, if there is no pinchable defenses, so if I look here, the AQ is too far out to be pinched against any defenses. So that's not a viable option. So what I do simply is, just put my king down and kill her that way. Might as well. No reason to, play games with her or try to take her out any other way. Just let's go ahead and get rid of her. So then I go ahead and begin the laying of my Laloons. Now, that was kind of sloppy Laloon lay. I usually like to spread them out. Now, I chose to do only 1 lava here and 2 lavas there because I wanted to come down heavier on this side. So I wanted the balloons to have more coverage over here. I don't know why I chose that, but I did. Now, if you paid attention, I raged my loons in this way. They kind of curved around here. And then there was only one more whiz tower left. So what I did was I saved my last heel. I hasted them around here. Okay. And then I saved my last heel for the wizard tower. The point is to get the loons in, rage them in. A lot of people like to haste in. Why? Get the damage in the very beginning. So that way you can get rid of as many defenses that are attacking your lavas as soon as possible. Especially, like I said, raging those balloons or raging by where the AQ is when you're pinching her essentially will make sure that you have enough strength in your troops to make sure she's dead, and make it through any possible traps that there might be. Now, a lot of questions I get is, why this composition? Why don't you have any cleanup? As we all know that there's certain steps to each attack. You need to have cleanup squad and things of that nature. And I feel like the loons do it by themselves, or the pups, that I don't need to have a cleanup squad because they kind of just clean up after themselves. Patrick PK. PK, PK. Let's see what this one's about. Okay, this one's got pretty low air defenses. I don't think I really knew how to hit this one, to be honest with you. So as you can see, I wanted to go ahead and make sure that there was nothing inside the CC, which thankfully there wasn't. Didn't know how to hit this base. I hate round bases, and I know it's got extremely low extremely low defenses, but so I just kind of put my balloons in here, put a Skelly down with a rage, and the Skelly and the rage took care of, I believe it took care of her. Yeah, it did. So she was dead. Now, so you see how essential it was for me to make sure I laid the rage down. And then in the core, I realized there was a lot of damage. I usually like to save that heal spell for the last whiz tower. But because I was taking so much damage, I went ahead and used the heal inside of my attack. No, I went ahead and laid the additional lava. This attack was just messed up. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it because I already started it, but yeah, I had no idea how to hit this one. As you can see, I left my royals for the end. So that way I could kind of move them where they were needed. Because as you've seen, there was still additional air turrets that would have been able to take out my air. But I used my royals for the very end to ensure that I was able to take those buildings down. So my air didn't sustain any more damage. And I 3-starred. I better had, because that was super weak base. I really want to show the AQ pinch. Wonder if this one has it. No, not really. So as you can see, I'm going in towards the AQ. I didn't even check to see if there was a CC, so this could have went incredibly wrong. All right, so here she is blasting away at my lavas. What's going to happen is, see how she's so close to the defense? Once I lay this rage down that I'm about to lay, they're all going to come in and boom, land on her. Watch this. Dead. I did realize I was being chased by a archer, so now I just I'm hasting these balloons around the base, and then saving my heal for, I don't know why I did my heal there. Oh well. It worked, thankfully, because it was a low turret base. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward it now. So raging those loons in gives them the damage and the speed. Haste only gives them speed. So if you haste your loons in, that's fine, but you're not giving your initial troops any value, as far as being able to quickly and effectively take out those first turrets when you're coming in. And you want to try to save your lavas for the next air defenses and let them sweep through the base so that way they can take any remaining air bombs. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful. I don't really know how to explain Laloon, and that's the problem, is it is kind of a hard attack to explain. But again, remember when you're trying to pinch, for example, well, you know what, since we're right here, let me try this. So if you look at my base, right, if I were going to Laloon it, I see that there's this right here, okay? And my AQ, my air defense is here, and my AQ is here, okay? So what I would look for is if I send my troops in from here, where is this queen gonna come? How far is she gonna bounce over? And the answer is if I can send my lava in properly, I can pull her probably right into here, okay? In between two defenses. So if I'm gonna go ahead, I would lay the first lava here, second lava here, and have them go into this air defense. Lay 3 balloons for this, 3 balloons for this, and then rage them in while I'm putting 3 in here, or by lava here, probably 3 balloons, and then maybe I put 3 balloons over here. So what I would do is rage them in. So what would happen is either I'm going to pinch the AQ in between those these two turrets, or I'm going to go ahead and take her out by the lava exploding, and the pups being raged by the potion I laid, and they'll take her out. Or if she's not, I can also carry in a skelly, which I do, and lay the skelly down within the rage, and they will take her out. So, I hope that explains it a little better. But if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the commentary section below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and press the like button, and clash on, folks.